Hello, welcome to another edition of the Fifth Quarter. I'm Mike Ciarochi, joined as always by George von Benko. We're here today to discuss Sunday's 27-10 Pittsburgh Steelers victory over the hated New York Jets.
You see, I tried to tell everybody that the sky was not falling. That things would return to normal after the first week loss in Denver, and there were a lot of things, Mike, that you had to like about the win over the Jets.
Yes.
The defense, after an early lapse in the first quarter, really played well. I thought the most interesting stat of the day was after the first quarter, or the first half. I think it was the first quarter. There wasn't one New York Jet wide receiver that caught a pass.
Caught a pass, yeah.
That is pretty impressive.
Yes, I noticed that too, as well as the fact that while the Jets converted their first three third down opportunities. Well, the other one was a penalty. Yeah, and that doesn't officially count in the statistics.
But they didn't do anything after that.
First possession of the second half. That was it. Their last first down. Coach Tomlin improved to 6-0 in home openers. Ben Roethlisberger, surprisingly, I had to have my memory refreshed. He's only 6-0 in home openers, which is a weird thing. But he missed one opener with the appendectomy.
That's right, yeah.
And he missed one with the suspension.
How about the 125.1 passer rating for Mr. Roethlisberger?
Yeah.
He hit 10 different receivers, so that's spreading the ball around. A little disappointed with the ground game. It did not perk up until the fourth quarter, but that last drive was pretty impressive.
Yes, when the game was on the line, well, it probably wasn't on the line as much as anyone would like us to believe, but they got it done with the running game in terms of chewing up the clock. They took 10 minutes plus off the clock.
10:30, I think it was, something like that, and that's the longest drive. The guys were talking about it. Maybe going back to the game in Cleveland with John L. Williams and Bam Morris when they chewed up over 8 minutes on that drive to end that ball game. It was very Cowher-esque.
Yes, it was. and you know what? It was good to see that with the new offense, with Todd Haley, takes a few of the demons off of him, at least for a week, I guess. But, they got it done. And I thought Ben Roethlisberger, the quarterback, was sharp and crisp throughout the game.
One of the things that pleased me to no end, because I had talked about him in a previous fifth quarter, was Lamar Woodley finally showed up.
Yes,
he had a sack.
Yeah.
Because, I felt all through training camp that he looked gimpy to me.
Yeah,
he really did. He showed up. They still didn't have Polamalu with the calf injury, and Harrison. There is some question about what is going on with James Harrison.
Right. The newest question about Harrison is wondering whether this was just a clean-out procedure on his knee or whether it was more detailed than that. Time will tell. I mean, we're not going to get any exclusives or any admissions from the Steelers that, maybe we understated the issue. It's just going to be a wait and see, and when he's healthy, he'll be back.
But a lot of positives. Heath Miller's one of my favorites, and he showed up. On any other team, Heath Miller might be catching like 80-some passes a year. He's that good. I liked.
And he's too valuable as a blocker.
He's too valuable as a blocker.
Yeah.
And Mike Wallace. It looked like he didn't miss a beat. It looked like he didn't. I hope that's not a sign for other people to say, I don't need training camp,
Ike Taylor, I think, is worth mentioning. He blanketed Santonio Holmes.
3 catches for Holmes. They threw to him 11 times.
Yes, 11 times. Ike did draw a few penalties that I'm still wondering how they called pass interference.
Well, the one was that was a phantom call if I've ever seen one.
I think he sweated on him.
How about Ryan Clark?
Had a good game. He led the team in tackles. His first game out of the chute this year.
And he's so important, I think, to the way they set things up and do things. The communication factor.
Right. Without Troy Polamalu and James Harrison, it was quite key to have Ryan Clark back there directing the secondary, I think. And I think that's about all the time we have for today.
So we'll be looking to the Oakland Raiders up next when we do our next.
We'll do the next one coming up later in the week. Until then, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
At the Herald-Standard.com, our mission is to provide news, information, and services to enable our communities to prosper. Every day, we strive to achieve this goal through 3 dynamic products: Wake up each morning to a copy of the Herald-Standard.com newspaper delivered to your home. Enjoy the e-edition and exact replica of our print product on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Or secure unlimited access to our full-coverage digital news site online at Herald-Standard.com. One local news leader, 3 great options.